Ah, hello. Anushaki 13. Hello, hi. This keeps turning off. Okay. Hmm. Hello, people. Rokshana. Hi. Hmm. Hi. Hi, Safura. Hi, Rokshana. Voice audible la in there. Okay. Yeah, கேக்குது. Just give me a minute. Hi. Hi, everyone. Yeah. So, I think everyone, yeah, audible. Thank you so much. So, 1 hour break after electromagnetic induction. So, this will be my last theory class. Okay, இதுக்கப்புறம் we have problem solving only. Okay, this is the last theory session for um, this crash course. I think this is my session, my last session, and the crash course or the last session as well. Theory class. Okay. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Yeah. So this is the last session. Okay. Mm. Last theory session, obviously. இன்னும் 4 class இருக்கு for problem solving from each unit. Okay, fine. So um so now how are you guys? Class are ready. How are you guys feeling after electromagnetic induction? If you did see the lecture, it could be a little overwhelming. Rend class ஒட்டுக்கா பார்க்கறது. It's fine if you could even watch it later. Live தான் பார்க்கணும் அவசியம் இல்லை, but live இருந்தா it's better because you can ask doubts and I could solve them in class, right? Did you make any educated guess in NEET exam that turned out right? Uh, educated guess. Okay. In the NEET, whatever I wrote. Okay. Did I do anything? Not really. I don't think I did anything like that. Educated guess long. Just a minute. The laptop's not coming. Yeah. Okay. Fine. I on the day of exam, I didn't do any educated guess. Well, the questions were simple, so it wasn't necessary. Um, Shiva Parani. Hi, Anam. Hi. Yeah. So well, I saw a squirrel now. It was electrocuted. It reminded me of the squirrel which I had in my house. 10-15 years back. 15 years back. Yeah. It was in a cage and stuff. Well, I have done such cases. என்னோட mock test எல்லாம் பண்ணியிருக்கேன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Because sometimes when I told you that you have to experiment on various approaches in solving questions, starting with physics, starting with chemistry, starting with bio, and the time management. அது வந்து when I was doing that ஒரு எக்ஸாம்க்கு I was not able to do anything because I started with physics and physics முடிக்க it took me 2 hours. Okay, it was very bad. அதுக்கப்புறம் நான் என்ன பண்ணேன், biology I was able to solve because they were no, yeah, biology I was able to solve. But chemistry it was all I don't know. I just shaded few stuff, 3-4 questions. I guessed it. So this is what it's asking. These are the values. If you do this, you'll get this one. andala kuda yosikla. It was random shading now. So but NEET exam I had time because we were trained to finish the paper in 2.5 hours. Then and 3 hours 20 minutes இருக்கும்போது it was fine. We didn't have we had enough time. Okay. So class ஆரம்பிச்சிடலாமா? Right, let's finish it off. Electric charges and field. This lecture it gives entire gist about whatever this chapter is about. Okay, it starts with charge and Garmico. This is the first chapter of electricity, but it wasn't covered. Okay, so இப்போ கவர் பண்றோம். Fine. Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, we'll start the class. Okay, fine. Okay. I was just looking through the previous videos, the missile content. But then current electricity, thermal properties of matter. Don't worry, questions I'll definitely cover them, but okay. So நேத்தோட chemistry முடிஞ்சு, இன்னையோட physics முடிஞ்சு. இதையும் தாண்டி whatever it is, questionsல solve பண்ணும்போது இந்த question solving videosல, okay, அதில் வந்து I will give the question, I'll explain the concept behind it. I'll just give a gist about this entire thing, and then I'll go to the next question. Okay, so there are few chapters which go out well. I personally know a few of them. Okay, and the chapter la vandu I will or redemption mari. Okay, I'll try to make it right again. Okay, fine. Yeah, ஆரம்பிச்சிடலாம். Okay, in the chapter we start with what a charge is. Okay, what is a charge? Charge of quantization, Coulomb's law, comparison with gravitation. Basically electricity we compare with gravitation chapter. Okay, whatever we did, okay, anga for say a circular loop, a straight line, ஓகே, அந்த மாதிரி இண்டிவிஜுவல் ஸ்பியருக்கு அவுட் சைடு இன்சைட் ஆன் த ஸ்பியர் பொட்டென்ஷியலாக இருக்கட்டும், ஃபோர்ஸாக இருக்கட்டும், we calculated. அதே மாதிரி we are calculating here as well. Okay. Okay, this is comparational gravitation. Principle of superposition. That's very simple. Equilibrium. Relative permittivity கொஞ்சம் எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டு ஒரு கான்செப்ட். பிகாஸ் எலக்ட்ரிக் பொட்டென்ஷியல் நான் நடத்திட்டேன். பொட்டென்ஷியல் எனக்கு மட்டும் பிகாஸ் I didn't teach field. I had field covered in that lecture only. But still, okay, fine. Electric field. And then properties of electric field, whatever it is. Dipole பற்றி dipole கொஞ்சம். And then we have Gauss law. Okay, இதோட we are ending this class. Okay, fine. It's all writing now because yeah, physics, chemistry, I think writing will work. I didn't type out much today. Fine. Okay, let's start. What is a charge basically? Okay, right, it's a very valid question. Charge na enna? A very very basic foundation level question. Fine. A charge is okay, a charge, okay, it is a intrinsic property of a substance which can, through which it can exert force, electric force on others which have it. Okay, mass is an intrinsic property, so is charge. Okay, fine. So this is an intrinsic property. Okay, this intrinsic property exerts, through which, okay, this intrinsic property மூலமா it's able to experience and exert force. Okay, fine. Okay, so quantization. Okay, quantization இது வந்து நீங்கள் கெமிஸ்ட்ரியில் படித்து you would have been confused what quantization of charges. Quantization basically every charged particle, okay, is made up of fundamental charges. Okay, if something is getting charged, அதுலேருந்து we are removing electrons. Okay, electronsலேருந்து we can't remove anything else. So electrons are those சின்ன சின்ன particles which gives me the charge. Okay, அதையும் தாண்டி I can't have lesser charge. Okay, so இப்போ ஒரு charge எடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா a charge of any particle will be in the multiple of the charge of an electron, which is the fundamental particle. Okay, fine. So இப்போ ஒரு charge எடுத்துக்கிறோம். ஒரு charge Q could be equal to 2 into charge of electron. Okay, fine. Or it could be 3 into charge of electron, but it can't be anything in between. It can't have half electron charge. It can't have 3.5 electron charge. It can't have 2/7 electron charge. Okay, இதெல்லாம் not possible because electron is the fundamental particle of charge and வேற எதுவுமே இல்லை. ஸோ இது இந்த ஃபார்முலா பார்த்துக்கலாம். Q equals N into E. So for it's valid for everything in the universe. Okay, wherever you see charge, it's in the multiple of charge of electron only. Okay, fine. Or charge of proton, which is exact opposite. Okay, so basically the smallest possible is take away smallest possible. This is my electron charge, and charge of any object, charge of anything is in the multiple of this. Okay, அவ்வளோதான். Fine. Now how can I charge stuff? Okay, இப்போ எலக்ட்ரான் இருக்கு, எலக்ட்ரான் எடுக்கணும் or எலக்ட்ரான் ஆட் பண்ணும் for something to get charged, right? Okay, இப்போ அந்த சார்ஜை நான் எப்படி ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்ணுவேன்? Okay, அந்த எலக்ட்ரான் how will I pull it out? What all could I do to charge a neutral particle? See this pen. Okay, இந்த பென் எடுத்துக்கலாம். This pen, it's neutral. Okay, now இதை நான் சார்ஜ் பண்ணணும்னா what all things I could do? One, I could rub it with some surface. Okay, I could rub it with my hand or something. I can charge it. இது நீங்கள் எங்கே பார்த்துருப்பீங்கன்னா a comb and plastic. Okay, a comb and papers. Okay, சின்ன bits of paper. Comb வச்சு you rub it with your hair and then get it towards the paper. Okay, static electricity. Okay, fine. So through friction I am able to remove electrons. Fine, that's one way of charging a particle. இன்னொன்று வந்து by induction. போன chapter electromagnetic induction. Okay, induction மூலமா we can do. So one is my friction. Friction மூலமா சார்ஜ் பண்ணலாம். 2 is my induction மூலமா சார்ஜ் பண்ணலாம். 3 will be simply conduction மூலமா. Okay, so if I have a charged particle here and it is neutral, okay, say they are the exact same. Okay, in the pen they are the exact same. Okay, they are the exact same. Okay, fine. When say this has charge and this doesn't, when they come in contact, okay, இதோட initial charge, it gets distributed amongst these two pens, okay, equally. Fine, that's through conduction. So these are the ways to charge substances. Okay, fine. Coulomb's law, very beautiful law. Okay, I mean basically it's law of gravitation, Newton's law of gravitation with different terminologies. Okay, anga வந்து it's because of mass ஆல there is some attraction between two particles and that's very weak. Okay, but inga வந்து because of charge which is an intrinsic property of substance, and in the charge ஆல since there is attraction and repulsion. Okay, this wasn't the case in Newton's laws of motion. I mean Newton's law of gravitation. Okay, அதில் வந்து உங்கள்கிட்ட there are, if ரெண்டு மாஸ் இருக்குன்னா ரெண்டு மாஸுக்கு நடுவில் there is only attraction and the force-யும் வந்து it's usually it's arbitrarily taken as positive. ஆனால் இந்த கேஸில் we have two types of charges. Okay, அந்த ரெண்டு டைப் ஆஃப் சார்ஜையும் ஸ்பெசிஃபை பண்ணுறதுக்கு positive and negative signs யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். Okay, fine. This is very basic level stuff, but still okay, fine. Say I'm having a charged particle, okay, plus q and a plus q here from a distance of d. I mean both are separated from at a distance d. Both are separated by a distance d. Okay, now in the charged particle will exert force on this one, and so does this charged particle on this one. Paka? Okay, so the force will be equal to k q by d square. Okay, fine. இப்போ நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா if I take this as positive, this force is taken as negative. Okay, ஒரு பாசிட்டிவ் எடுத்துட்டா இன்னொன்று இஸ் நெகட்டிவ். ஸோ கூலம்ஸ் லா இது வந்து ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரோஸ்டாட்டிக்ஸ் நத்திங் பட் இங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா F12 is equal to minus F21. Okay, this is force of one on other. Fine, இது ஒன்று. And 2, my force is equal to Q1 Q2 by R square. R is the distance between those two particles. Okay, two charges. Okay, what is K? K is nothing but constant, which is nothing but 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Fine. Okay, fourth one, for air free space or vacuum, this epsilon naught is equal to epsilon naught. அதே வந்து if I had some, this is for vacuum. Okay, இதே வந்து மீடியம் இருந்து வச்சுக்கோங்க. மீடியம் இருந்துச்சுன்னா this chair is making some weird noise. No mind. Some medium இருந்துச்சுன்னா I'll be using K is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into ER. ER is nothing but a relative permittivity. Okay, fine. Relative permittivity is expressed as epsilon naught medium. Permittivity of medium by permittivity of free space is equal to relative permittivity. Fine. Okay. So எப்போ வந்து I will have maximum at force of attraction, maximum force of repulsion எல்லாமே when my epsilon naught, ஓகேவா, epsilon naught is minimum because it's in the denominator. ஓகே, ஸோ எவ்வளோக்கு எவ்வளோ கம்மியாக இருக்கும் டினாமினேட்டர், அவ்வளோக்கு எவ்வளோ வேல்யூ அதிகமாக இருக்கும். ஸோ ஃபார் எவ்ரி மீடியம், since permittivity of free space increases, my force of attraction or repulsion, electrostatic force of attraction or repulsion decreases. Okay, this the takeaway from this epsilon naught value. இது முடிஞ்சு இது கொஞ்சம் enlarge பண்ணிக்கலாம் because it's a little too tiny. And let's shift this. Fine. Okay, epsilon naught oda value is equal to 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. இதோட யூனிட்ஸ் என்னன்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். சிம்பிள், is equal to force. ஓகேவா, ஓகே, force is nothing but Newton by charge oda square, Coulomb square, into meter square is equal to my 1 by epsilon naught. ஓகேவா, அப்போனா epsilon naught oda dimension will be c square by n into m square. Newton எப்படி எழுதலாம்? Force into force equal to mass times acceleration. Okay, so c square into m square divided by mass capital M into acceleration is nothing but length, again meter square, into okay, they cancel, so it's nothing but Coulomb square meter t per time square divided by kg. இதான் அதோட யூனிட்ஸ். ஃபைன், பக்கா. ஓகே, யூனிட்ஸ். ஓகே, ஃபைன். ஓகே, இது வந்து 4 மேஜர் பாயிண்ட்ஸ் கவர் பண்ணியாச்சு. ஓகே, ஃபிஃப்த் ஒன், இந்த ஃபோர்ஸ் okay, it acts along the line joining the charges. ரெண்டு சார்ஜ் ஜாயின் பண்ணுற லைனில் தான் வந்து இந்த ஃபோர்ஸ் ஆக்ஸ். ஓகே ஃபைன். The sixth one, இது இருக்கு இல்லையா, distance between two charges இருக்கு இல்லையா, it's calculated because it's calculated from one charge to another charge, okay, basically. But when you take a big, when you take anything, okay, say this pen or anything here, the comb or the iPad or Mac, everything, they're not point sized, okay. So I can't take a one particular point from where the distance could be measured, okay. There is no such distance, okay. ஏன்னா இங்கே இந்த டிப்ல இருந்து எடுத்தேன்னா there will be some distance, ஸ்க்ரீன்ல இருந்து எடுத்தேன்னா there will be some distance, கேமரா இருந்து எடுத்தேன்னா there will be some distance, okay. Distance will vary. So basically my Coulomb's law is applicable only for point charges. இதுக்கு மேலே if you want to find the integration, fine. Also these charges is important. These charges, they're supposed to be stationary. அப்போதான் வந்து it's applicable, fine. Okay. And also this is a conservative force. Fine. Okay. Done. Now say there's a charge q, okay வா. இதை வந்து இந்த சார்ஜ் q-வை நான் வந்து ரெண்டு different bodies கூட டிவைட் பண்ணும், okay, in some ratio. Okay, so இந்த ரேஷியோவில் மேக்ஸ் ஃபோர்ஸ் எந்த ரேஷியோவில் இருக்கும், மினிமம் ஃபோர்ஸ் எந்த ரேஷியோவில் இருக்கும். ஓகே, சிம்பிள் பாருங்கள். ஸோ q1 into q2 should be equal, okay, q1 plus q2 should be equal to q, ஓகேவா, fine. q1 equals to q minus q2, fine. q minus q2 into q2 வந்து it should be maximum ஒரு வேல்யூவில், it should be இதே வந்து ஒரு வேல்யூ மினிமமாக இருக்கணும், ஃபைன். ஓகே, இன்னும் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்போம் இது வந்து you could do a little complicated mathematics here and waste your time and still find the answer, okay, or this is just very simple, okay. q divided by 2 will be q square by 4 k q square by 4 d square, okay. I'll take black. Okay, fine. இன்னொன்று வந்து take it as 3/4 and 1/4. this was ஒரு வேல்யூ, ஒரு வேல்யூ அதில் வந்து k 3/4 into 1/4 d square, அதாவது will be k q square by d square into 3/16. okay, so 3/16 இருக்கு, 1/4 இருக்கு, which is maximum. you have to divide it. so அந்த கேஸில் when they are half தான் வந்து they'll have maximum value, okay. 1/4 தான் வந்து the maximum they could get, okay. It's a little complicated function based mathematics inga, okay. To maximize this function it has to be divided into half. It's a very basic question they have asked in NEET so many times, okay. In my NEET, not in my NEET, in my mock test. Okay, right. Bro, how to guess options if we have doubt at two options, making a bold guess and choosing the answer, or skip the problem? Which one is better, bro? My suggestion would be not to skip any questions. Okay, you முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு எல்லா question அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. தெரியாத பட்சத்தில் okay, if it were confusing now, give it some time. If I were you, my approach would be leaving that question, okay, and then moving on to the next one. Solve the next 10 or 15 questions or 20 questions. Adukapram you have one more question which is which you don't know the answer, which you're unfamiliar with, two options. Okay, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்டேட் அந்த மாதிரி அந்த கொஷின் வந்துச்சுன்னா அதையும் விட்டுருங்க. ஓகே, and then just move on, complete your exam. Okay, complete that subject full-ஆ. If it were physics full-ஆ முடிச்சுட்டு go back to those two questions which you didn't solve. Okay, solve it again, try solving it. If you're not able to solve it, go to the next question which you left, try solving it. If you are not able to solve it, leave it, go to the next subject, solve the first 10-15 questions, then come back to these two questions again and think for 30 or 40 seconds and then just move on. நீங்கள் எவ்வளோக்கு எவ்வளோ நீங்கள் டைம் அதில் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணுறீங்களோ அவ்வளோக்கு எவ்வளோ யூ வில் டெஃபினெட்லி கெட் தி ஆன்சர் eventually. That's what my approach was. Okay, and if you are confused about two options, that being right, I usually statement based question தான் அப்படி ஆகும். Okay, fine. Or else the numericals there is just one specific answer. அது ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் பேஸில் அந்த மாதிரி இருந்துச்சுன்னா just give it some time, think. இதே மாதிரி அப்ரோச்சில் instead of solving just think. அப்போ ஒரு 4-5 to 5-6 times வந்து அந்த கொஷினை you should have looked into before moving on. Okay, விட்டுட்டு solve this subject, come back again, see that question, try to understand what they're trying to say, and then try solving it. If you're not able to solve it, if you didn't get the answer, just move on to the next subject la paadi question mudichu, then come back again, and that's how it goes. That's how I do stuff. And then finally sometimes it will work, sometimes kedaikilana. If it doesn't work, okay, that means my understanding of that concept is not up to the mark. Appo na thiripi padikkanum. Okay, that's what it means. சம்டைம்ஸ் வேணே ரொம்ப ட்விஸ்ட் பண்ணி கொஷின்ஸ் கேட்டிருக்கலாம். அதுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து we couldn't do anything else. Okay, கடைசியில் I would have done something on that question. I would have solved it, I would have shared it. Okay, fine, all right. Okay, now one more question before we get into two positive ions. Okay, two positive ions. Okay, two positive ions, they carry a charge of Q. Fine, they are separated by a distance of d. So stationary charge, point charge, positive charge. Okay, fine. F is the force of attraction between them, force of repulsion between them. Okay, fine. If F is the number, pona K Q square by D square is equal to F. Okay, wow. Fine. Okay, number of electron missing from each is. Okay, basically எவ்வளோ எலக்ட்ரான் நீ ரிமூவ் பண்ணுறியோ அவ்வளோக்கு அவ்வளோ பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் a particle or anything will get. Okay, so if I remove 5 electrons, then my particle will gain 5 electrons worth of positive charge. Okay, fine. This is the core idea of this question. Okay, so Q amount of charge for one particle. So there are two such particles. Fine. And the Q is equal to n times of charge of electron. So Q by E is equal to n. Correcta? Correcta? Fine. Now this Q in terms of F I have to represent. Okay, Q na எழுதல. Q க்கு பதிலா I am representing Q in terms of the K, D and F. Okay. So Q is equal to Q square is equal to FD square divided by K. What is K? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So it will be written as F into 4 into D square into 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay. Q is equal to under root F D square 4 pi epsilon. Okay. Q divided by E தானே என்னோட n divided by E பண்ணுனா, so this entire thing divided by E. Okay. Or my E could come under Q is equal to under root 4 pi epsilon naught F D square divided by E square. Okay. This is my mean. This is my number of electrons removed from these. Okay, just a minute guys. Yeah, sorry. Okay, this is what it is. Okay, simple. Fine. Now comparison with gravitation la Newton's there's a meme, okay, template இருக்கும் where Mr. Bean, you know him, right? The comedy kid shows. Okay, அதில் வந்து he used to copy someone while doing his examination. அதில் வந்து they represent that guy as Newton, where he raised like G mm by r square, and him as Coulomb, where he raised like Q1 Q2 by r square. Okay, so basically it's all same. Okay, we can relate everything from gravitation to electricity, uh, because the fundamentals of force acting on two particles is same here. Okay, it is proportionate to the intrinsic property and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between those two particles. Fine. Okay, அதை வச்சு நம்ம கிராவிடேஷன் நியூ electrostatics we are going to compare. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. One question where we can use these stuff. Okay, one question. Okay, gravitation கூட கம்பேர் பண்ணுற மாதிரி தான் we are actually having both, okay, together. இப்போ வந்து say there is a string attached to a particle, a point charge. Okay, a point charge. Okay, this point charge they have a charge of q each. Okay, fine. And இங்கே கீழே வந்து வெயிட் இருக்கும், வெயிட் ஆக்ட் ஆகும், ரைட்? வெயிட் ஆக்ட் ஆகும் ஆப்வியஸ்லி. சார்ஜுக்கு it has mass as well. Okay, fine. It's a really interesting concept. Just the question, okay? Mass இப்படி act ஆகும். It has tension acting in this way, okay? டென்ஷனோட ஒரு காம்பனண்ட் இப்படி இருக்கும். Fine. Okay, this is ஒரு tension component. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, theta. Okay. Tension இப்படி act ஆகும். Obviously tension here. Tensionோட what is this? Cos component t cos theta இப்படி act ஆகும். And same ways t cos theta. Okay, fine. And then this is the repulsive force between two identical charges, positive charges. Fine. Okay, this is q, this is f னு வச்சுக்கலாம். Okay, fine. Okay, fine. இப்போ வந்து we are supposed to find theta. Okay, theta தான் கண்டுபிடிக்க போகிறோம். It's a little confusing. It could be a little confusing, but it's simple now. Okay, fine. We know it has a mass of m. Okay, mass of m. So gravitation கூட compare பண்ணும்போது let's have a question which has an integrated gravity concept அதில். Okay, now my t cos theta equals to mg. ஓகேவா? ஆப்வியஸ்லி இங்கே பாருங்கள், t cos theta is acting upwards, y is acting downwards. Fine. So this is my first equation. Next, my force F is equal to t cos theta எப்படி இருக்கும், sin theta எப்படி இருக்குமா? Okay, my t sin theta will be equals to F. Obviously, won't it? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. F is equal to k q square divided by, fine, this is length, this is L, this is also L. Okay, இது எவ்வளோ இருக்கும்? How much that would that be? Taking this x opposite by hypotenuse sin theta, x by L equals to sin theta, x by L equals to sin theta, x equals to L sin theta. Okay, so q square by d square is nothing but L square sin square theta. Okay, fine. Okay. Well, you could find theta இதுலயே, but still பரவாயில்ல. Okay, இதை வந்து we could substitute here. Okay, என்ன பண்ணலாம்? I think we can take t or tan theta is equal to sin by cos f by mg. Okay, fine. Tan theta வச்சு கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். Okay, fine. Nice. So இப்போ let me shrink it down. கொஞ்சம் question இங்க இருக்கு. Okay, so my approach is that t or tan theta is equal to f by mg. My f is equal to k q square by L square sin square theta divided by mg. Okay, இதை வச்சு if I find q மட்டும், q is equal to t tan theta mg L square sin square theta divided by k under root. Okay, q கண்டுபிடிச்சாச்சு. Q, let it be here. Okay, this is how we represent q in this one. Okay, theta is pretty simple. Theta எடுத்து இங்க போடுங்க. So f is equal to, so t sin theta is equal to kq square by L square sin square theta. Okay, anga if you write it, t sin cube theta is equal to k q square by L square. Correct? Makes sense. Okay, இது எப்படி எழுதலாம்? Yeah, k q square by t L square cube root mean okay, that's sine inverse. Okay, this is a little confusing question. இது வந்து I wanted to solve, அதனால தான் I wrote it here. Okay, fine. This is for theta here, this is for q here. Let us increase its size. Yeah, this is the question. Fine. Now comparison with gravitation, it's a beautiful thing. That gravitation is easy. Gravitation and electrostatics அதை relate பண்றதால it's very helpful for us. Okay, okay, fine. ஏன் கம்பேரிசன் கிராஃபின் ஒரு டாபிக் வச்சேன்னா ஃபார் திஸ் கொஸ்டின் மட்டும் இல்லை, there are few more questions but I don't think I'll have time to solve it. Okay, fine. Okay, principle of superposition. Okay, say if I have a system of 3 charges. Okay, each individual charge okay ஓட vector sum, I mean each individual charge ஓட charge exert பண்ற force ஓட vector sum. Okay, அதை கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். This is what superposition is all about. Okay, if I had a system of 3 charges, like say I have 1 2 and 3. Okay, in the charge மேல actor of force is nothing but in the charge ஆல, fine, and also in the charge ஆல, fine. Okay, ரெண்டு சார்ஜும் அதில் எக்ஸர்ட் பண்ணுது ஃபோர்ஸ். ஸோ யா, 2 charges are exerting. இந்த ரெண்டு ஃபோர்ஸோட வெக்டர் சம் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஓகேவா, தட் இஸ் பேசிக்லி வாட் சூப்பர்பொசிஷன், வாட் வி டூ இன் சூப்பர்பொசிஷன். ஃபைன். ஓகே, பேசிக்லி இன் மெக்கானிக்ஸ் டேர்ம்ல சொல்லணும்னா எஃப் நெட் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். ஓகே, ஃபைன். இப்போ ஐ ஹாவ் a square ஓகே. இப்போ இந்த பார்ட்டிக்கிள் மேலே, ஓகே, இந்த பார்ட்டிக்கிள், ஓகே, இந்த சார்ஜ், ஓகே, சார்ஜ் பார்ட்டிக்கிள் மேலே எவ்வளோ ஃபோர்ஸ் எக்ஸாக்ட் ஆகுது we are going to find. Okay, this is basically what superposition is. Okay, இது மேலே this charge exerts force, this one exerts force, this one exerts force. Okay, 3 different forces. இது வந்து இப்படி exert பண்ணும். Fine, this one will exert in this direction. Okay, and this one will exert force in this direction. Okay, fine. Basically 3 different forces in almost 3 different directions. These two are perpendicular. Okay, in the blue one, green one. Okay, fine. Idoda length is a. This is a. This is root 2a. Okay, fine. In the force we'll find first this 1, 2, 3. 1 is nothing but k q square by a square. 2 is nothing but my k q square by 2a square. 3 is nothing but my k q square by a square. This is in I cap, this is minus j cap, this is in I cap plus j cap, this is in between both. Okay, fine. Okay, இது எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்க போகிறேன் இப்போ. Now இது ரெண்டையும் வெக்டர் சம் பண்ணால் என்ன கிடைக்கும்? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன் அண்ட் தேர்ட் ஒன் இட்ஸ் nothing but p square plus q square under root என்ன கிடைக்கும்? root 2 into k q square by a square. This is the sum of 1 and 3. Waves and oscillations are pretty important in my opinion. Waves which தான் வந்து wave optics இருக்கு, wave optics, EM waves. So and waves sort of foundation is in oscillations. So நீங்கள் படிச்சுக்கோங்க, it's not that difficult. Okay, கொஞ்சம் பெருசாக இருக்கும், பட் நான் சொல்கிறேன்ல, waves வச்சு oscillations வச்சு you have waves வச்சு you have wave optics and EM waves. Okay, ஸோ இது ரெண்டையும் ஒழுங்காக நீங்கள் பண்ணணும்னா EM waves கண்டிப்பாக ஒரு கொஷின் வந்துடும், வேவ் ஆப்டிக்ஸ் ஒரு 2 கொஷின் கண்டிப்பாக வந்துடும். ஆசிலேஷன்ஸ் கேட்பாங்கன்னு தெரியல, பட் ஆசிலேஷன் வச்சு தான் வேவ்ஸ் இருக்கும்போது ஐ வுட் சஜஸ்ட் யூ டு ஸ்டடி அட்லீஸ்ட் வேவ்ஸ். ஆனால் வேவ்ஸ் ஒழுங்காக படிக்கணும்னா யூ நீட் டு நோ அபவுட் ஆசிலேஷன்ஸ். ஓகே, ஸோ I wouldn't suggest you to skip those chapters. ஏதாவது one shot video இங்கே ரேண்டமாக பாருங்கள், பார்த்து முடிச்சு start solving question. I think that will definitely help you. Okay, fine. Okay, sum of 1 and 3. இப்போ 2 add பண்ணோம். 2 is nothing but k q square by 2a square plus root 2 k q square by a square. Okay, fine. Now it will be k q square divided by a square into 1 by 2 plus root 2. Okay, or இன்னும் இதை வந்து கொஞ்சம் நல்ல மேனர் எழுதணும்னா okay, fine. All right, this is what superposition is about. Simple concept. Okay, fine. இதே வந்து you can have triangles too, exact same thing, but triangles நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா triangle நான் கொஞ்சம் கான்செப்ட்னு சொல்லிடுறேன். ஐடியா, the application is simple. அது அங்கே என்ன பண்ணோமோ அதே தான் இங்கே பண்ணோம். ஓகே, 3 சார்ஜஸ் இருக்கு, Q and Q. ஓகேவா? இப்போ இந்த Q மேலே எவ்வளோ எக்ஸர்ட் பண்ணுதுன்னா, this will exert force in this direction. Okay, this will exert force in this direction. Okay, fine. நல்லா பார்த்துக்கோங்க. Okay. Net force will be in this direction. Okay. And there will be two components of yellow ஒரு component இப்படி இருக்கும், black ஓட component இப்படி இருக்கும். These two they cancel out. Okay. So நம்ம வந்து இதோட ரெண்டோட சைன் காம்பனன்ட்ஸ் மட்டும் ஆட் பண்ண போறோம். So we're going to add என்னது, you're going to add only the cos components. Okay. Sine components, they cancel out. Okay. And cos components, they are in the same direction. இங்க தான் இருக்கும் cos of blue, I mean of red, I mean black and yellow. Okay. So இந்த component add பண்ணும். Fine. அவ்வளவுதான். This one more thing over. Equilibrium. Equilibrium is simple. We need to have three charges. I mean two charges. Okay. We are having two charges. அல்ல இன்னொரு charge place பண்ணி என்ன, it should be in such a way that the charge is in equilibrium. Okay. It experiences zero, net force 0. Okay. Fine. Okay. So if this is my plus q. நான் அதோட மிட் பாயிண்ட்ல ஒரு சார்ஜ் வைக்கலாமா? Separated by a distance e at d by 2, I could keep a charge anything q. Okay, fine. It still would have no net force. Makes sense, obviously, right? Okay. Second case, if I have plus q and then I'm at middle at d by 2, I'm having minus q. Still attractive forces, this is repulsive forces. Okay, still it's no net force. Okay, let's move it. Okay, next here. Okay, next one, next case. The pencil doesn't have any charge, you have seen. Okay, next. minus q நடுவில் minus q. Okay, no net force. இதெல்லாம் கண்டிஷன்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரிலாம் இருக்கும்போது நெட் ஃபோர்ஸ் இருக்காது. யூ ஜஸ்ட் நோ இட்ஸ் இன் டி பை 2 டிஸ்டன்ஸ். ஓகே, அதே மாதிரி minus q plus q d by 2 la. Okay, no net force. Okay va, inga vande there is one thing you must know. Okay, the no net force thing vida equilibrium stable unstable anu paaknom. If this was positive charge, okay, na positive charge konjam ipdi tallren vechukonga, konjama light ah thalli iruken, indha direction la tallren, enna agum, this positive charge will push it back to the center and then this charge inga pogum thiruvan apdi oscillate it will come back to the normal place. Fine. Okay, அதே வந்து இந்த பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் இந்த நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, between those two positive charges, if I push it a little bit here, okay, this force of attraction will be more and then this will keep on going here. Fine. So I can say that this equilibrium, the first one is stable, whereas my second equilibrium is unstable. So this is stable equilibrium and this is unstable. இது வேற எங்கேயாவது எங்கே பார்த்துருக்கீங்க இது dipole, right? Okay. This is stable again. This is unstable. Okay, fine, paka. Alright. If another equilibrium case, if there are two charges, plus q1 plus q2, okay, say q1 is greater than q2, okay, so q2 kitta I'm placing a third charge, okay, closer to q2 I'm placing a third charge. This charge, for it to be equilibrium outside, it should be in equilibrium. It should be in equilibrium. Okay. For that, the distance between in the charge the distance is equal to, okay, simple, root over q1 by root over q2 minus q1. q2 is the smallest one, right? Okay, works. அப்பனா இப்படி எழுதணும். Okay, q1 minus q2 into this distance between them, separation, into L. Okay, this is a shortcut for you guys. இது வேணா இதை ஞாபகம் வச்சுட்டு எக்ஸாமில் சீக்கிரமாக எழுதலாம். Or else it's simple, it's very simple. It's nothing but k q1 third charge divided by L square, L plus x whole square should be equal to k q k q. This is the opposite sign இதெல்லாம் ஒர்க்கே ஆகும். Fine. Okay, this is minus k q 2 q by x square. இது ரெண்டு ஈக்குவேட் பண்ணால் போதும். Fine. My q2 by q1 should be equals to x square by L square plus x, L plus x whole square. இதை வந்து நான் கொஞ்சம் இது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் சிம்பிளிஃபை பண்ணால் I can get it in this way. Okay, fine. A relative permittivity சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, E relative permittivity is equal to permittivity of medium divided by permittivity of free space. This will give my relative permittivity. இது வந்து it determines the force in any medium. என்ன force? Electrostatic. Okay, force of attraction or repulsion or no? Okay, I'm writing it in a. Okay. Fine. Okay. Okay. This also can be written as force in vacuum divided by force in medium. Okay, because force is inversely proportional to 1 by epsilon naught. Correct? Adala we can write it in this way. Paka, done. Okay. Okay. Concept of electric field. Okay. Concept of electric field. Okay, fine. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I think I'll take a 5 minute break. Okay. 7:50 will 7:51 will start the class. Okay. Uh, the pen needs to charge. Class resumes at 7:51. Okay. Or 7:52 p.m. Fine. See. He starts. Okay. I think it's charged, hopefully. To last for this one class, yeah, 50%. Early, the class started at 6:40, I guess. Yeah, 6:40 now. Okay. Just a minute, guys. I think we are good to go. Now, yeah, we are actually good to go. Fine. We were at relative permeability. Okay, fine. Electric field. Okay, field. Electric field, whatever electric field is. Okay. It's basically, it is defined as force defined as force acting per unit step charge. Okay, fine. All okay, clear. Fine. It's given by electric field E bar is equal to F electric force bar divided by charge. Okay, or in the equation it's K Q by R square. Okay, fine. This is for point charges only. Okay, fine. Electric potential, electric field due to a point charge, isolated point charge irukku. So your field at say a distance r, what will be its field? Okay, it's nothing but K charge is Q by R square. Fine. Okay, K Q by R square. Okay, arbitrarily these lines of force are clear. They are they are taken, they are considered to move away from positive charges and towards negative charges. Okay, fine. So the field goes from positive to negative. Okay, fine. All right, this is applicable only for point charges only. And then this point or point, it moves away from positive charge towards negative charge. Okay, unit Newton per Coulomb. Okay, unit something but Newton per Coulomb units. Okay, done paka. Okay, now electric field for different shapes or different objects. Okay, say for a system of charges. Okay, it will be like vector sum of E1 plus E2 plus E3 plus E4 En. This is for a point charged system of particles. Okay, well, fine. Okay, fine. இதே வந்து ஒரு ஸ்கொயராக இருக்குன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. இப்போ அந்த ஸ்கொயரில் லெட்ஸ் see a system of particle ஸ்கொயரில் இருக்கிற சார்ஜஸ்க்கும் system of particle தான். ஓகேவா, system of charges. இதோட சென்டரில் I am supposed to find the field. Okay, this is say this is root 2a by 2. It's a by root 2. A by root 2. So a side a side a side a. Okay, a by root 2. Fine. இதில் வந்து this is say everything is positive. Okay, எல்லாமே பாசிட்டிவ்னா எல்லாமே it will be away from it. Away. இதுக்கும் it will be away. இதுக்கும் it will be away. இதுக்கும் it will be away. Since the charge and the magnitude they are same, okay, and they are away from each other, இதோட சென்டரில் வந்து field is 0. Okay, fine. இதே வந்து okay, இதே வந்து if it were same a square and அதில் this is positive, this is positive, and this is negative, and this is negative. Okay, ரெண்டு positive ரெண்டு negative. Fine. அப்போது this will exert force இப்படி in this line. Okay, wow. This positive will push it away, this negative will pull it, this positive will push it. In the field lines will be away and towards this negative. அப்போ இங்கே வந்து they get coupled. Okay, and resultant will be in between these two lines. Green represent பண்ணலாம். Okay, fine. Okay, because of this positive and this negative, it will be nothing but k q by a by root 2, a square by 2, so it will be 2k q by a square for one particle. இப்போ இந்த particle it will be 4k q by a square. Okay, இந்த மாதிரி we have 2. Fine. Okay, then we have 4k q by a square. ரெண்டுமே வேற வேற டைரக்ஷனில் போகுது. this is இது வந்து ஒரு 4k q by a square, இது இன்னொரு 4k q by a square. ஓகே, ரெண்டு இருக்கு. ஃபைன். ஓகே, ஓகே, ஃபைன். இது இந்த டைரக்ஷனில் இருக்குது. ஸோ this angle I am supposed to find. How will I find it? What are these angles? They are bisecting 90 degrees, so they are 45 degrees. This is 45 degrees. So triangle, this is 90 degrees. So the angle between these two is 90 degrees. And then it will be nothing but root 2 4k q by a square. Correct? This is the net field at center. Okay, இதே மாதிரி தான் for every shape. Okay, there's a difference here. You have two negative and two positive. Here it's all positive. Fine. Okay, one more thing about field. If charge is distributed across a symmetrical surface, symmetrical shape, okay, if it's equally distributed across a symmetrical shape, say a circle, say a square, say a hexagon, oops, yeah, a pentagon, 1 2 3 4 5, yeah, a pentagon, anything. if the key here is if charge is distributed equally in a symmetrical shape, net field is 0 at the center. Okay, fine. All right, okay, why are you? Fine. Okay. This could be for a triangle as well, right? Okay, ஒரு triangle கூட இருக்கலாம், ஒரு rectangle இருக்கலாம். இந்த மாதிரி கேஸ் சொல்றேன். Fine. அதுக்கு ஒரு question பொறுத்து you have to apply the formula. Okay. I hope this is clear. நான் comment பண்ணுங்க. I keep constantly looking at your live chat. I think it's not refreshing properly, but you guys don't reply. Fine. Okay. Continuous charge distribution on a field. Continuous charge distribution. Okay, continuous charge distribution. It could be an infinitely long wire. Okay, this is a wire. Okay, that's a rod. Let's go. Okay, then we have an area எப்படி இருக்கலாம், or a sphere இருக்கலாம், or a sphere இருக்கலாம். How do I represent a sphere? இப்படி. Yeah. Okay, so it could be a rod, a sheet, a sphere. Okay, இங்கே இது எல்லாத்தையும் தான் பார்க்க போகிறோம். Fine. இதோட charge distribution is lambda. It's the linear charge distribution, nothing but q by length. Okay, இதோட thing is it's again as sigma. Sigma is equal to q by its area. Areal charge distribution. The volume charge distribution is nothing but rho equals to q by b. Yeah, paka. Let's not get into properties விட இப்போ ஒரு இதாக பார்க்கலாம். ஓகே, திஸ் இஸ் இது வந்து அப்புறமா படிப்போம், ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ் ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டு. ஓகே ஃபைன். இட்ஸ் அது வந்து ஆல்மோஸ்ட் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணியாச்சு. பேசிக்லி they are straight lines. Force acts along the line, and then பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ்லேருந்து நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜுக்கு தான் லைன்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபோர்ஸ் இருக்கும். And so yeah, அதை discuss பண்ணுவோம், but not now. Let's just hold it for a while. I'll discuss about two important objects. அதுக்கப்புறம் we'll just move on. Okay, fine. ஓகே, ஒரு ராட் இருக்கு வச்சுக்கோங்க, at a distance of x a point P ஒன்று இருக்கு, இதோட length is L. Okay, field at point P. Okay, I don't think I'm going to derive it. Okay, just தெரிஞ்சுக்கோங்க. வேணா Gauss law வச்சு it's very easy. Okay, இப்போதைக்கு it's very simple, don't worry. The field E is equal to K Q by A into L plus A. Fine. What is Q? Q is the charge idila. Fine. Okay, this is for a straight current carrying conductor. Then if it was an arc, these are two important things I personally thought. Okay, or arc, charged arc. Okay, charged arc. Okay, fine. A radius R. This doesn't look like an arc. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, not this one too. I think this works. Okay, fine. This arc. Okay, in the arc charge distributor இருக்கு. Fine. இதில் வந்து at its center, okay, we are supposed to find the field. The angle it makes is alpha by 2 ன்னு எடுத்துக்கலாம். ஓகேவா? ஃபைன். இது எப்படி எழுதுவோம்? வெரி சிம்பிள். கிராவிடேஷனில் பார்த்துருப்போம். For this the equation goes like 2gm. I only took gravitation for you. 2gm by r square into sine of alpha by 2. If your equation you would have seen. Okay, fine. This equation we are writing it here for in terms of charge, in terms of electrostatics. It's k 2k q by r square alpha. இங்கே alpha வரும். r square alpha sin alpha by 2. Fine. Okay, அப்படியே simplify பண்ணி எழுதுனா it's k 2k lambda by r into sin alpha by 2. Okay, this is just remember these formulas. It might be helpful, but இப்படிலாம் கேட்க மாட்டாங்க guys. Okay, fine. Next, properties of field. We'll see. Infinite, semi-infinite, long wire, அதெல்லாம் வந்து Gauss law எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கணும்னு பார்த்துக்கலாம். ஓகே, இட்ஸ் வெரி சிம்பிள். ரிங்காக இருக்கட்டும். ஓகே, ரிங் இருக்கு. ஐ ஃபர்காட். ஏன்னா Gauss law அது வரும். ரிங் வந்து ஐ டோன்ட் திங்க் I'll be able to. ரிங்கு கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டம். It'll be a little confusing as well because you must know how it works here. Okay, fine. For a ring, இந்த இடத்துல okay, at a distance of x, radius d. Okay, in the point to finding its potential, finding its field, it's nothing but k q x divided by x square plus d square whole power 3 by 2. Okay, this equation you would have known from gravitation. It will be like k g m x by x square, exactly the same, r square whole power 3 by 2. Fine. அதே equation தான் in terms of electricity. இதனால தான் வந்து we are able to find we are able to compare gravity with electricity. Okay, and then in the equation நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா there is just so much to derive. I can't derive everything here. I'm really sorry. Okay, fine. இப்படி ஒரு graph பண்ணுங்க, but this is important. Okay, this is very important. Okay, this is a graph. Okay, the origin and center of the ring coincide. Okay, fine. The yellow red line represents field oda strength. Okay, varum it reaches 0. Okay, fine. கொஞ்சம் ஏறி மேலே போய் here at maximum வந்து it will be at a distance of d by root 2 if x is equal to minus d by root 2, the x coordinate வந்து determines the distance from center. Okay, அவ்வளோதான், simple, முடிஞ்சு. This is what you must remember. Okay, this might be a little overwhelming remembering all these but still, yeah, I hope this works. இதெல்லாம் அசால்ட்டாக காஸ்ல கண்டுபிடிச்சிடலாம். ஓகே, காஸ்ல படிச்சோடனே இட் வில் பி வெரி ஈஸி. ஃபைன். ஓகே, ஒரு ஃபீல்டு இருக்குது. பிஃபோர் கெட்டிங் இன்டு ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ், ஒரு ஃபீல்டில் ஓகே எலக்ட்ரான் இஸ் ஃபாலிங் டவுன்வர்ட்ஸ், ஃபீல்ட் இஸ் ஆக்டிங் அப்வர்ட்ஸ். ஓகேவா, எலக்ட்ரான் வந்து கீழே விழுது. இட் ஃபெல் த்ரூ ஹைட் ஹெச். ஓகே, ஹைட் ஹெச் விழுந்திருக்கு. ஐ எம் சப்போஸ் டு ஃபைண்ட் த டைம் ஆஃப் ஃபால். ஓகே, ஃபைன். ஃபீல்டு இப்படி மேலே போகுது. ஓகே, எலக்ட்ரானிக்ஸ் டைரக்ஷன்ஸ் டவுன்வர்ட்ஸ். ஓகே, ஃபீல்டு வந்து எலக்ட்ரானை புஷ் பண்ணுமா, எலக்ட்ரானை புல் பண்ணுமா? இன் திஸ் கேஸ் but this is a gravity free space. Okay, so whatever it is, it will experience force. Okay, fine. It will pull, obviously, because field வந்து மேலே போகுது. Positive charge is supposed to go upwards, then negative charge is supposed to come downwards, so field definitely pull electron down. Okay, the force acting on the electron is nothing but E to E, right? This is my force. Okay, mass of electron into acceleration of electron is equal to this. Okay, acceleration na கண்டுபிடிக்க போறோம், which is nothing but E by m. Fine, is equal to my acceleration of electron. Fine. Okay, time of fall, h is equal to, initially let's say the velocity is 0, so h is equal to half gt square, half at square. A is nothing but இது t, டைம் கண்டுபிடிக்கணும், டைம் தான் கண்டுபிடிக்க போகிறோம். ஓகே, ஸோ 2h by ஓகேவா, இல்லை ஜிக்கு பதிலாக we are substituting E by me. ஸோ டைம் டேக்கன் for the fall is equal to, okay, time taken for the fall is equal to under root 2h by what's A? E field charge into m. Okay, paka, very simple question. Okay, I just wanted you to practice this one. Okay, very simple. Fine. Okay, now properties of a field. They originate from positive charge, end in negative charge. Fine. One name, they do not form closed loop form ஆகாது. 2 3 how many number, the more the number of lines, more lines means more magnitude. Okay, magnetism பார்த்தோம். Fine, okay. Two lines don't intersect. Do not intersect. Okay, fine. Uniform field lines are straight and parallel in uniform. Okay, பக்கா done. Fine. இவ்வளோ தான் ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ், இதுக்கு மேலே ஒன்றும் இல்லை. ஓகே, டைபோல். What a dipole is? It's basically one positive charge in one end and a negative charge in the other end. Okay, separated by a distance. இங்கே வந்து நம்ம என்ன எடுப்போம்னா 2a எடுப்போம் distance. ரைட்டா? ரைட்? இங்கே கொஞ்சம் ஓரம் வச்சுக்கலாம். Start with dipole moment. Is nothing but charge. Okay, these are equal charges. Q into 2a is my dipole moment. Yeah, dipole moment இவ்வளோ தான். ஓகே, இதுக்கப்புறம் we have to find field at various points, axial and equatorial, because of the dipole. Okay, fine. ஏன் எழுதுனேன்னு தெரியல, ஏன் erase பண்ணணும்னு தெரியல. Let's take positive charge. Let's take my dipole, beautiful dipole. Okay, இதை வந்து இதோட ஈக்விட்டோரியல் பாயிண்டில் ஃபீல்டு கண்டுபிடிக்கணும். பாசிட்டிவ்லேருந்து தள்ளி போகுமா ஃபீல்ட் லைன்? ஓகே, இந்த பாயிண்ட்டை பார்க்கணும். நெகட்டிவ் கிட்ட வருமா ஃபீல்ட் லைன்? யா, ரைட். ஓகே, இப்படி இருக்குமா நெட்டு? This is A again. Fine. Okay, and this will be the direction of dipole moment, right? Tata. Are you guys replace பண்றீங்களா? Okay, try to be a little active in live chats. I mean, in the chats. Okay, it's the only source of. See, I'm in a room where there's complete soundproofing and there is an AC running here. It's super quiet. Only interaction I have is through this chat. Okay, so 3 hours 2.5 hours 3 hours வந்து talking, it's like talking to myself, but that's what YouTube is. But still, I would appreciate you guys replying to whatever whenever I ask questions. Okay, fine. இந்த ஆக்சிஸில் இருக்க வச்சுக்கோ. ஆக்சிஸ் பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ், ஓகே, தென் நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜ், ஓகே நைஸ். ஆக்சிஸில் இங்கே ஒரு பாயிண்டில் இருக்குது. ஃபைன். இங்கே வந்து பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜால் there will be push, okay, negative charge there will be a pull. Fine. இது ரெண்டுமே ஈக்குவேட் பண்ணி we are supposed to find. Okay, say this distance is r. Okay, the dipole moment of, okay, the field due to the dipole at this point is equal to 2p by 2kp by r cube. Yeah, 2kp by r cube. Fine. Okay, இப்போ ஆக்சியல் பாயிண்ட் எப்படி இருக்கும்? ஆக்சியல் பாயிண்ட் பார்க்கலாமா? r cube. This is the only case when the dipole is mentioned as small dipole. Okay, when dipole is small, we use this formula. Okay, or else it will be nothing but 2kp small r divided by r square minus a square whole power 3 whole square. Yeah, r square அப்போ தான் வந்து r will get cancel. Yeah, fine. This is the formula which is supposed to use when nothing else is mentioned. Fine. Where a is the distance, this is a. Okay, all right. Here is nothing but இங்கே தான் வந்து it will come as kp by r square plus l square whole power 3 by 2. டைப்போல் வச்சு எனக்கு இது ஒரு கொஷின்ஸ் கேட்டதில்லை என்னோட மார்க் டெஸ்ட்லலாம். they just ask how it works. கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக கேட்பாங்க. இது வரைக்கும் நான் I have never used these formulas in my mock test. I would have used once or twice தான். So I don't remember. I don't have a good memory of this, me using all this. Okay, fine. Okay, but Gauss law it's very simple. It's like this entire complicated mechanics, I mean things எல்லாத்தையும் வந்து Gauss law அப்படியே simplify பண்ணி கொடுத்துரும். Okay, அதோட we'll finish off this class. Okay, Gauss law, right? Fine. இதை வந்து இதில் டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணியிருப்போம். எலக்ட்ரிக் பொட்டென்ஷியல் கெப்பாசிட்டன்ஸில் டைபோல் இன் அன் எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்ட், சேம் எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டு இப்படி இருக்குது. இப்படி ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டு இருக்கு. ஓகே, இந்த ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டில் ஐ ஹாவ் அ டைபோல், பாசிட்டிவ் சார்ஜ் அண்ட் நெகட்டிவ் சார்ஜ். ஓகே, எலக்ட்ரிக் ஃபீல்டு இப்படி போகுது. ஓகே, my positive charge will experience the force in this direction, negative will experience the force in this direction. Okay, there will be some torque the perpendicular components. Okay, fine. Yeah, torque கண்டிப்பாக இருக்கும். இந்த torque we are supposed to find. Okay, அவ்வளோதான், வேற ஒன்றுமே இல்லை. F is nothing but what is force acting on a dipole? What is force acting on the dipole? Come on, guys. is nothing but P cross E, right? The torque acting on it will be equal to Q into E. Sorry, not P cross E, it's Q into E. Okay, but I need a length component. Okay, so this will be my torque dipole. Q into L is nothing but length of a dipole is nothing but my dipole moment. So P cross E is my torque acting on the dipole, or PE sine theta. Fine. Okay. The angle made with the field is theta. This is theta. Okay. Fine. Hmm. I think we're into the final chapter, final topic of this chapter. This is basic outline of entire chapter, how we approach the questions, the path, you have an idea. Okay. Gauss law. Okay, Gauss law which actually it's very helpful to solve questions. Okay, fine, just listen. It says that, okay, a closed surface, in a closed surface, through a closed surface with a charge of q inside, okay, the flux through the area is nothing but is equal to q by epsilon naught. Closed three-dimensional surface a charge of q, let's say, okay, and the charge ala flux is equal to q by epsilon naught. This is what my Gauss law states. Okay, fine. The Gauss law, what can I do? Fine. What can I do? Okay, d phi by dt is equal to EMF, right? So I by di by dt வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணா I by epsilon naught is equal to EMF எழுதலாம். Okay, fine. இது தானே இருக்கட்டும். And then we have one more equation where if phi goes like in epsilon E into dA, integral E dA. Okay, so q by epsilon naught is equal to field into area. Okay, this is what Gauss law says. Okay, people, let's take a Gaussian, let's take example for this. Okay, a beautiful example. Let's take a sphere. Okay, this is a sphere at the center. Yes, sphere at the center. I'm having a charge q. Q by epsilon naught will be the flux, which will be equal to field produced into area of it, which is nothing but 4 pi r square. So q by 4 pi r square epsilon naught is equal to my field. It can also be written as 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught can be written as k q by r square is my field. Correct irka? Pakka workla? Exactly what Gauss law says. Gauss law vechchu we can find electric field for weird surfaces, weird structures. Okay, fine. Okay, let's say there is a cube. Okay, cube oda center la there is a charge q kept. Okay, same, the field is equal to q by epsilon naught into a. Area is nothing but 6a square. 6a square is equal to my field. Okay, fine. Okay, nice. Yeah. Hmm. Fine. There are certain stuff which you must know before getting writing using Gauss law to solve stuff. Okay, one one electric flux of a closed surface is independent of its area. One. Okay. Same, this electric flux is independent of its shape. So area dependent, shape dependent. It's all independent stuff. Okay. Okay. Fine. 3. If it were negative charge now, take it as minus q by epsilon naught. If it were positive charge now, take it as plus q by epsilon naught. All simple. Paka. These are three points of Gauss law. Fourth one, the positive charge சொன்னேன் இல்லையா, positive chargeனால flux is outwards. Negative charge ஆல the flux is inwards. Okay, fine. Fifth one, in the closed surface இருக்கு இல்லையா, this closed surface is my Gaussian surface. Okay, fine. Alright, this is majorly about whatever a Gauss law is. Okay, fine. இப்போ வந்து we have a disk, I mean not even disk, a hemisphere. We have a hemisphere. Okay, இந்த ஹெமிஸ்பியரோட சென்டரில் ஒரு சார்ஜ் வச்சுருக்காங்க, charge q. Okay, fine. The flux through the area of the hemisphere will be equal to q by 2 epsilon naught. Okay, this you must know. ஏன்னா Gauss law வந்து for an entire sphere, okay, for an entire sphere it is q by epsilon naught. Okay, fine. அப்போ வந்து for half the sphere it's q by 2 epsilon naught. கரெக்டா? Fine, makes total sense. இதே வந்து if it were a cube, ஓகேவா, ஒரு கியூபோட okay, ஒரு கியூப் இருக்கு. This is not a cube at all, but still இந்த கியூபோட இந்த கார்னரில் if I place a charge, okay, this charge, okay, whenever we are considering a Gaussian surface, that surface must keep the charge in its center. Okay, the charge if it were in the center na mattumdhaan வந்து will be able to find using Gauss law. Okay, so charge is at the center. Okay, pakka. I mean inge it's not in center, inge it's in the corner. Okay, so in the corner இருக்கும்போது to make it into a center, okay, இதை சுற்றி I'll place one cube here, one cube in the front. Okay, one cube in the front, one more cube in here. Okay, it's bad. Okay, and then one more cube here. Fine. Here and then மேலே, so it will be total of q by, total of 8 cubes required. 8 cubes required for q by epsilon naught of flux work. ஓகேவா? அப்போ ஒரு கியூப்லேருந்து எவ்வளோ ஃப்ளக்ஸ் இருக்கும்? q by 8 epsilon naught. அவ்வளோதான். Fine. Okay. Now let's find the long straight current carrying conductor. Okay, fine. இப்போ வந்து this current carrying conductor people. Okay, இதை வந்து இந்த பாயிண்ட்ல it's exerting some force. ஓகேவா? I'm supposed to find how much it is field. Okay, இதை சுற்றி I'm having a Gaussian surface. This is my Gaussian surface. Okay, this is my Gaussian surface, a cylinder. Okay, the distance is இது வந்து say r. Okay, so the entire cylinder la வந்து charges inside. Okay, it radiates outwards. Field இப்படி தான் வரும். So the top and bottom in the ரெண்டு face இருக்கு இல்லையா, these two are not considered. Okay, when they're not considered, so then it will be 2 pi r l will be the total area into E field is equal to, where r is the, say this point here. Okay, is equal to q by epsilon. What is q? இந்த இடத்துல q is nothing but lambda into l. Lambda into l. So field at this point, which is at a distance of r from the center, from the infinitely long current carrying conductor, is equal to lambda l upon 2 pi r l epsilon naught. Okay, fine. L cancel, so it gives lambda by 2 pi r epsilon naught. Fine, paka. This is for an infinite current carrying conductor. Fine. Okay, say if it were a sheet. Fine. இது வந்து ஒரு infinite sheet. ஓகேவா? இதில் வந்து I'm having, இதுலேயே வந்து at this point I'm supposed to find the field. ஓகேவா? இதோட charge density is sigma. Okay, fine. Okay, இங்கே வந்து I'm taking my Gaussian surface again, a cylinder. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. இதோட length, இதோட area என்னது? Here it's pi r square. Okay, we're taking the r. Okay, this distance is l. Let's go. Fine. Okay, the cylinder la வந்து இப்போ fluxes are not on the curved surface, rather the circular flat surfaces. Okay, fine. ரெண்டு இடத்துல இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு. Okay, so 2 times of field into flux is nothing but phi 1 plus phi 2 plus phi 3. Phi 3 is my curved வேணாம். Okay, இது ரெண்டு எடுக்கலாம். This is nothing but E into A plus E into A. So my total flux going through is 2E into A, which is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Q எப்படி எடுப்போம்? Sigma into pi r square is equal to sigma into pi r square by epsilon naught. Okay, fine. Let's also find E. So sigma into pi r square by A into 2 epsilon naught. Area is nothing but pi r square. So field is nothing but sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Paka bro, all chapter complete பண்ணிருங்க 20-30 April. Yeah, almost in the last class. Okay, last theory class. Fine. Okay. So okay guys, I think this is sufficient for this class. Okay, Gauss law முடிச்சாச்சு, major dipoles முடிச்சாச்சு. Yeah, இது வந்து practical, I mean for proper understanding you have to solve questions. Adu we'll do on our question solving session. Okay, don't worry. So this was electrostatics, I mean electric charges and field for you. Fine. I hope I did a good job here. Only taking 2 classes in a day, I thought it would be way easier. But yeah. Okay. Monday or Tuesday papom with a question solving session. Until then, bye. Okay. See you guys.